It's now time to leave Nepal, and I haven't recorded this on YouTube video in a while, so I'm probably a bit rusty, but I want to document my process and show you how it goes. Nepal was amazing. It's finally time to leave. Here's my cab. Let's see how this goes. On this day that I was leaving Nepal, it was a day of Shivaratri, a festival that is set in Nepal to celebrate the deity Lord Shiva. And this was 6 in the morning. There were queues upon queues of people lining up to get into Shiva temples. So this is the day that is believed that he performs his divine dance, and so a lot of people are eager to get into the temples. There was also massive traffic, massive queues, massive things happening, and I really wish I would have been able to witness this if my travel plans were different, but I had already made plans to get to India on the same day, and this is how it went. I am so used to using online documents that I totally forgot to print my visa when I was in Kathmandu, but luckily today morning I remembered to check, and so I got a printer in the airport. So good. Now you know why they say you should be at the airport 3 hours before your international flight. There are so many people and the line is moving so slowly. So the airport is quite small, and so like literally the security is just right there, immigration there, and the boarding gates on the other side. And because I had some Nepalese rupees left, and I didn't want to go with them, I usually keep some notes for souvenirs, but not too much. So I bought some biscuits. I don't eat them often, but I haven't had digestive since I was in Kenya, and that was a while also. And some milk tea. So as I sit here and tell you, I love flying, and so airports have been my thing, right? I'm a traveler, of course. I love flying, but because of the experiences I've had traveling through Asia, these days I really dread the airport. Whether it's through check-in or immigration, it's always such a hassle that these days whenever I'm going to an airport to exit or even either exit or enter a country, my stomach is in knots, and I really do trust God with my travels and that He will get me through. And yeah, He has so far, but sometimes that process is really overwhelming. But today check-in was so easy because I printed my visa. They just checked my visa, checked that it's granted, compared the passport number. They didn't even ask me any other question like when I'm leaving. They only asked whether I have one baggage piece, which I had, and that was it. So this was really good. So Nepal experience has been so nice for me, even the immigration coming in. And I'm gonna leave a video where I explain my travels through Asia, especially as an experience as a black person and also as an African person, and just let you know how that is. Watch out for it. I really need a very good mental space to relive those experiences, so I'll let you know when it's out. I am now officially waiting for my flight to board. It's gonna be boarding in a few minutes, but usually they wait till the last minute, so maybe another 30 minutes. But here I am, and the airport experience was totally seamless. Nobody asked me where or why or how or if I'm worth going where I'm going. No one, nobody asked me anything that made me feel less than human, and nobody stopped me for a random extra baggage check. It was all seamless. And here we are. So the security to get into India is so strict. We actually have another check just as we are getting into the plane. They actually open all your luggage bags and check stuff. So I had like this black tape in my bag. Usually goes to my luggage, but I don't know, I think I didn't pack it and then I just put it in my hand luggage, and I wasn't allowed to go in it. They picked it, which I don't use much. I think I've only ever used once, and it backfired on me. So not such a loss, but yeah, you don't want your stuff, those little things that even will pass security. Then when you're flying to India, you have to be very careful, otherwise you're gonna lose your stuff. I think I had them asking me if I have a drone, because I have my selfie stick in my bag. I think they thought it was a drone, but I'm not sure if they were going to like take it, if I had it, which I'm gonna research, because it would be so bad if you lost your drone at an airport. We're in India now. I'm actually very excited to be here. Once I get past immigration, I'll be full on excited. So this is the part where my stomach starts to do somersaults, but let's see how it goes. I am here, and the process was so smooth. I wasn't asked a single question. I was so prepared, and so I still have all these like emotions now coming out of me that I don't understand. I'm so overwhelmed, but on a very different level than the other places, because I'm very happy. I feel like if only every other place was like this, that I could just go in with the proper documents and they don't ask me extra questions as if I'm not worth of being a human even. So India, thank you so much. This is so amazing. I'm gonna cry now off camera. Thank you. Bye. I'm officially done with my airport procedures. So what are airport procedures? Every time I'm going into a country, because obviously I need connectivity, I make sure I buy bye. I make sure I buy a SIM card. I get money from the ATM just in case, and also I ask the people at the SIM card if there's a local taxi app, or if it's a country that has a good metro system, then you ask about the metro system. I either ask the people there or my host at the place where I'm staying, and in this case my host already gave me directions, so I'm using the metro because I only have one baggage, so I'll just be very easy, and it will also be a very interesting experience as opposed to using an Uber, which operates here. But in other countries you'll find different local apps that work the same as Uber. I usually get a SIM card at the airport, so I'm connected, so I'm online. That makes me feel safe. Also helps me maybe book a taxi if I'm using an app. But this one, I only Airtel is at the airport, and I've been told it's actually the best option SIM card, but it only activates after 1 hour. So I'm offline, but I'm also taking the metro, and I have the directions, so I hope I'll be fine. The Airport Express train goes to a few stops that usually connects you to the metro system, the Delhi metro system. So you just need to know which spot you're going to, and you pay up to 60 rupees. So you go buy a ticket, and you just tell them the station you need to go to, and there we are. So here we are at the platform. I just need to check which train I need to go with. Yeah, I'm going back because I took a picture of the chart, but it's not so clear because it's written in very small letters both in Hindi and English. So I need to go back up and see the bigger map and just kind of know where I'm supposed to go. Now it's Terminal 3, but I think I have a few connections, so just need to know which those are. So we are back with my overly large bag. I'm sick. So we are here. I need to go somewhere around here. So I have to take the yellow line, change to the blue, and then change to the pink, I think. Okay. And baggage place. And the next stop is where I have to change. Oh, I'm liking Welcome to Newbie 101. I exited the metro too, too early. But in my defense, I'm going to the pink line. I just didn't know this isn't the last stop for it. So I am supposed to... I know my directions, my very poor directions, I'm on the wrong side of the train. It's gonna be an adventure. I need to be on the other side. Because I need to go where I was going. Anyway, this is funny. So I talked to the guys and they told me to go until like New Delhi station and then get the stop from there, not connect from here because it's quite far still from here. The guy who gave me directions is laughing at me because he told me to come to this side, but my directions are always skewed, so I went to the other side instead. Oh, I'm so glad I actually asked the question and didn't go to the pink line, because now that I'm looking at the map again, the line I was looking for is not pink, it's magenta. But who can tell the difference? So this is magenta line, this is pink line. How are you supposed to tell the difference? But anyway, so now I take the yellow line. I see where I am now. Take the yellow line, then at some point go to the magenta line. Magenta. But who can tell the difference? Come on. Anyway, as I said, this journey will be interesting. Oh.
Time it.
Huh?
Sit, yeah.
Like this?
Some forward. Wait.
Yeah.
घुमा दो।
I think it's too crumpled or something.
आगे करो।
Yeah.
इधर कर पूरा इधर.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. My ticket was not working. I feel like such a newbie right now. Okay, so let me go look for my other train. I hope I don't get lost anymore. And I won't crumple my ticket now because I know I need it again. You actually need it for exit, so keep your ticket until exit. So I'm either too exhausted, which I don't feel like, or too excited that my brain is not working, because I just spent almost 5 minutes on a line and then only realized it's the line to buy tickets to go to the airport as opposed to the yellow line. I don't know what's wrong with me. The ticket for the actual metro is a token, which you can either get from a token machine or from the queues there. So when I came here, there were too many queues, and because I'm a smart ass and I like trying new things, of course I went to the token machine, which was seamless, but one of my 20 note was too old, but there is an attendant there who changes it for you and just gets accepted, and you get your token and you go on your way. The trains themselves are pretty crowded, and you'd be lucky if you find a seating space, especially if you're in between stations, but it's all good. Okay, something is officially wrong with me. It's like I can't even read directions. Like, I know I'm usually quote directions on a normal day, but today I accidentally went to the yellow line again, where I came from, but on a separate side, instead of going to the magenta line. Ugh, what's wrong with me? The train stations are very clearly marked, and so on a normal day I shouldn't have gotten lost, but I have no idea what was wrong with me on this particular day. I got lost so many times.
अगला स्टेशन पंचशील पार्क है. Next station is.
I'm finally at my last station. So 2 minutes walk to my place. Well, the place I'm staying at. So to get out, you just put the token in the exit, and that's it. It was actually quite seamless, like minus a few people, then it's almost as efficient as the Singapore one. The adventure continues. So the SIM card I bought at the airport actually didn't activate, or it activated, but it says I recharged, but I was supposed to already have a package with data and calling, so I was totally offline. And I usually download offline maps, but these days, because I've traveled so much, I usually do it at the airport. There's always airport Wi-Fi, but today the airport Wi-Fi needed an Indian SIM card, and so when I got my SIM card, I totally forgot to join. So I don't have maps, I'm totally offline, I cannot do anything. So what do? I came to this restaurant, I requested them to give me their Wi-Fi so I can get my direction, and they did. I didn't even have to ask Chris, I was like, I just wanted to request for Wi-Fi so I can get directions. They're like, okay, sure mom. So that's really cool. Anyway, now you know what it takes to actually be a traveler. These are the behind the scenes that you haven't gotten to see until today. So for my first day today, I am going to relax, and I saw this thing that looked like a park. There's an artificial lake. I read it's artificial, just very close to where I'm staying at. So I thought there was a park next to the lake, but there is none. Couldn't find it, but I did find the lake. So just walking around, nothing much. Introduction to the city. I'll officially see it tomorrow. So after this, I'm just gonna go look for food and call it a night. Thank you so much for watching this video on my journey from Nepal to India, Kathmandu to New Delhi. It was interesting. I am very embarrassed by the amount of times I got lost. For whatever reason, the very first time I decided to film my journey, I got lost like way more times than I usually do. I always get lost, but I always find my way, and it's all part of the adventure. Thank you for watching. Click subscribe, comment, like, share, and I can't wait for you to see my adventures in Delhi. Bye.